We have a lot of fires that happen here in the islands, but on August 8th of 2023, I got a phone call saying these fires are really bad. It was the worst fires Hawaii has ever seen. This was more than just a wildfire. It was the wind fire. Nothing could stop it. All of our lives changed after that. I'm at Tsuruda. In our household, we have a motto of faith, family, and cause. Through building an Amway business, I'm able to live out those values and help my community.
In the morning, there was no wind, there was nothing on other parts of the island. It was only Lahaina that had this crazy hurricane wind. The power lines were falling down and they were like, you need to just get out of here. If you don't leave now, you probably won't get out of town. Right when the smoke started, the cell service went out. And that was the end of communication. Another 10 minutes after that, the whole front street was, on fire. Within half an hour, it had covered pretty much the whole of Lahaina. This will only be my second time back since the fire. So this was where our house was. My grandparents' house is probably where that stump is. And then our house is where that pile of rocks is. I think, right about here is where our kitchen sink was, so we could, wash dishes and look out at the water and, cook right over here. And
there was no support from anybody because nobody could get in. When I realized the severity of it, I called Amway Corporation to see what we should do and what they can do. I was able to talk to some of the people and we asked them, what do you need? And so they let us know they don't have anything.
A lot of people didn't even have clothes, because you didn't think that everything would be gone.
Here on the islands, we call it coconut wireless because the word gets out and people definitely did whatever they could. We started to make phone calls and then everybody responded. Everybody gave what they could. We had, thousands of items.
It was amazing because Matt made calls to people and it's amazing how people come together.
We got that call and we're like, yes. And so we sent out one message to our team. So people just started bringing boxes and boxes.
Just everything from toiletries, pots and pans, food, clothes, you name it. It was all there. It was really, really cool.
Matt was the one who brought urgency on things because he's like, they need stuff now. They don't have anything. They need stuff now. Everything got burnt down. Their homes got burnt down.
We had stacks and stacks of boxes within a few days. It was crazy. It was crazy, beautiful chaos.
So when we were starting to get all these things in, we realized we needed a safe place to deliver all of these things, to get it out to the right people. Thank God for Brian and Marissa. Their home was centralized. They were willing to do whatever it took.
Oh, here, this is the garage. These were all the boxes already
started to come in.
I remember speaking with the Amway Corporation, and he said, is it okay if we send the boxes to your house? I said, of course, that's the least we can do.
Buses showed up at our house to take the items over to the boats to get these items over to Maui.
And then we still had 100 crates left, so we used the moving pod.
We just got the word to everybody that anyone in need can come by. And it was hard. It was really hard because you're helping, but you're hearing their stories as well. When they were running, their slippers melted. That's how hot it was.
It was a firestorm. The winds made the heat so unbearable and so high. Could not believe that something like that could happen. I lost a friend in that. I really miss him though, even though tough to talk about it again. But then, we move forward.
Holden's papa owned the land. He bought the land when he was younger because he was really successful, in his younger years as an entrepreneur. And he bought all the properties for their family. And just to see all of it gone, it just was a lot, yeah.
There was 15 houses that were lost and 69
Yeah, 69 family members that lost their place.
Lost their places. Through Amway, we had a big pod of stuff delivered filled with our products and donations from our community. Every night they had food so anybody could come, and restaurants were donating food, and there was a whole bunch of supplies so people could just come in and fill up what they needed.
Everybody on the islands reacted, and that's why Maui got so many things and support, because if you could, you were doing something.
We all want the kindred spirit of helping others. That's what entrepreneurs do.
Amway was the connecting thread to getting out to all these people to get the donation.
But after this, people see the heart of what a business can do to a community.
Just having the connection to a bigger community because of the opportunity. And people that, if it wasn't for this, we would just have our friends in Lahaina. So it was nice to be connected to all these people outside of our physical community.
The spirit of aloha lives.
Everyone just put all their arms together and say, hey, let's do something. That's what people will remember. Amway is more than just products. It's the love, support, and they're here. And that's what makes me love Amway more.
We just were a small part of many people.
To make this type of impact would not be possible if it weren't for us being IBOs and leaders in the Amway business. There's no way we would have made this impact.
We're all connected here in one way or the other.
Everybody's your uncle, everybody's your auntie, everybody's your cousin.
And we've always known the people of Maui to be great people, but watching them and the resilience that came through this tragedy has been a sight to see.
You talk about the aloha spirit. It's a spirit of loving, extending, giving, coming together.
People would be there for us, so we just pay it back. It's what we do. Not only in good times, but in tough times, we should all be there for one another.